What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. Today, we're going to be going over Baby Doge. We're just going to be going over some updates. So definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section and let's get straight to it. So let's talk about Baby Doge here. First things first, we are only up 0.1% for the day, but it's good because we're not down huge like we were before. But now what you're seeing here is all these large sporadic movements inside of Baby Doge. But at least we're not going down huge right now. So that's the good thing that's going on for right now. And in the last 7 days, we're down 15.9%. It's still not too bad. And then, in the last 14 days, 23.2%. But we're still up 108% in the last 30 days. So that's still really good. So I wouldn't discount that at all because we are still doing some pretty good movements here for Baby Doge. Now our holders are also increasing by little, but now we're at 1,703,923. So yeah, that's pretty good right there for holders. And this is with our partners right here for Baby Doge. As you can see, Baby Doge is still helping the partners out there at Corridor Rescue out inside of Houston. So that is where this company is based out of. But yeah, shout out to them for doing their due diligence and their duty out there inside of Houston, saving these animals. So big shout out to them. Big shout out to the Baby Doge Army for supporting this. It wouldn't be possible without the Baby Doge Army. And this is really what Baby Doge stands for. Baby Doge really just donates to a lot of these animal shelters. So this is a good thing for Baby Doge because we have something that we stand for. Just like Dogecoin do only good every day. Uh, it's the same thing, for Baby Doge, but it's for animals. So we're still a good project out there. Now, as for the other stuff here, you can see Baby Doge is up a whole, or not up, but our liquidity is now at $49.96 million in total liquidity right now. 24-hour trading volume at $625,000. And you can see over here, our burn is now at 10.5 trillion Baby Doge burned in the last 24 hours. And also, you can see over here, that's $28,000. So that's pretty cool. Now, we finally crossed that threshold to 203 quadrillion total Baby Doge burned. So yeah, we finally crossed that threshold here. That's huge for us. And you can also see over here the buyback burn is now at $13,000. So yeah, we're doing a lot of burns here inside of Baby Doge. A lot of burns have been going on. Now, going over here to Baby Doge burn portal though, you can see in the total Baby Doge burned on the burn portal is now at 33.2 trillion. So we're burning a lot on the burn portal now. And yeah, it's just going to keep increasing and increasing and increasing. So we're going to see how long that'll increase for. People are still buying through a burn portal as well. 58.1 trillion Baby Doge coming out to $159,000. So yeah, that's pretty good as well. And moving on from all that good stuff. Actually, no, because I didn't show you all my farms yet. So yeah, before we move on, let's show you the farming journey. So the APR is now at 35% here for the farms, $5.6 million in liquidity, and now at 838 million Baby Doge, coming out to $2.31. So yeah, the farming isn't doing too bad. I do want to see the APR increasing for my farms up here, but it's whatever right now. It's still a pretty good APR, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, now moving on from that, you can see over here on DeFi Llama, we are down to rank 117 on Baby Doge Swap. That's not too bad, but I definitely want to see this increase because we are down 12.64% in the last 7 days for the Baby Doge Swap and up 33% in the last 30 days. But I still want to see this increasing because because Shiba Swap is all the way down here at rank 148 and it's inching closer and closer to us. So I just want to see us get back over here in the top 100s for Baby Doge Swap. So yeah, let's get that done. But anyways, let's talk about the technical analysis here for Baby Doge. So first thing that we want to talk about here on the technical analysis here with Baby Doge, our resistance is set all the way up here at about 8Z27. So about 8Z2728 is really our resistance level, but just to make it easier, 8Z27. And you can see right here we are at 8Z2641. So at 8Z26, we have to make our way up here to this resistance line. So then we can, break past it and then get up to that next resistance line all the way up here at 8Z29. So that's really what we're trying to push for right now here with Baby Doge. And until then, we are still going to be bullish. But if we can pass past that, we got to get past 8Z29 so we can break this Fibonacci retracement at 8Z30. Major resistance at 8Z30. We've been trying to pass it since earlier this week, so the 20th of February, all the way up until now, and we're still going down. So that's why I kept saying, in all my previous videos that I believe we're gonna continue to pull back a little bit further, and it's definitely showing that it's true that we are pulling back further. But the real question is how much further. And I'd mentioned here on my previous videos that we have some major support at 8C22 for Baby Doge. So 8C22 comes all the way down here to this Fibonacci retracement. This is 8C22. Now, you also got to pay attention. We have minor support down here at 8Z25. So yeah, minor support at 8Z25 down here. So we just need to go back down here and hit this support and then try to bounce back up. But if we can't bounce back up from the support and get past 8Z30, then what you're going to end up seeing is Baby Doge taking the other route, going down to 8Z22 if it can't break out. So you'll see that. And then the support that comes right after 8Z22 is all the way down here at about 8Z15. So after 8Z22, it's going to be an almost immediate drop down to 8Z15. And I just want to make that known because, you see how here, you go from one support immediately down to the next. So it's going to be the same thing. You can even see the same things all the way up here. Like it's always like that. Whenever you break a support, you go to the next one almost immediately. So if you can see all the way up here, you can see we have the support at 8Z41, right? And then we immediately break down to our next support, which is 8Z35. And then we immediately break down again to our next support, which is 8Z30. And you can see how it always immediately gets to that next support when that support is broken. And you can see here, this support was broken, right? But then we had a little minor support that allowed us to kind of recover. And that's what you're seeing now. Now you're seeing us hitting this minor support down here now, and you're going to see it maybe trying to recover. But then if it breaks past that minor support all the way down, then we're immediately going down to 8Z22 and then trying to recover from there. If we can't recover from there, you're going to see it trading sideways and then immediately breaking down to 8Z15. And now if we continue to go lower after 8Z15, then we also have 8Z1250, 8Z1250. And that is actually where this Fibonacci retracement is at 8Z1250. And then immediately after 8Z1250 is 8Z10. So these are all of our supports and all of our resistances for Baby Doge. So just pay attention to them because right now it's looking like we're probably going to break some more support here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we go down a little bit lower. So yeah, just prepare for that right now. But anyways, over here on Bitcoin, you can also see Bitcoin's doing some weird movements as well. I've been trading Bitcoin lately on futures, so I've been tracking it a lot lately, and I tracked it out of this movement here. So I'm waiting for the next wedge. I'm waiting for that next consolidation wedge to see whether or not we're going to take another steep drop like this. This was a steep drop, all the way from 23.8K all the way down here to about 22.9K. So it was a pretty steep drop, and I think the next drop could be steep. But I just have to wait until we form a pattern because right now we're not really forming any significant consolidation patterns here on the Bitcoin charts. Let me take off these indicators so I can see. But yeah, right now we're really not forming any actual charts. Like I could put lines here and I could be like, hey, look, we're following this right here, but we're not 100% following this path here. So it's a little bit hard because we're not really following a particular path with Bitcoin. Now, when you look at it like this, you're like, okay, yeah, we did hit the supports here, and then we did hit the resistance, and then we did pull back into supports. So there is a little bit of a pattern going on here, but this pattern could be easily broken. It's not a strong pattern. And the reason why I say this is because we could randomly just break past this, right, in Bitcoin, if we can get up here to this next resistance. And see, this next resistance in Bitcoin isn't that far away from where we are now. The next resistance for Bitcoin is only at 23.3K, whereas we're at 23.1K. So that's what we're waiting for to hear now with Bitcoin. So yeah, I'm just waiting on that. And then on top of all this, if we go over here to the 4-hour chart, you'll see something a little bit different here. So looking at the 4-hour chart here for Bitcoin, you can see it's showing that we have high activity expected in this area. So that's kind of why I was expecting for us to have some buying activity to bring us up above this next resistance, right? But at the moment, I don't know if that's actually going to happen. See, at the moment, if you look down here on our oscillator, you can see all that selling volume. All this red on the oscillator is all selling volume. Notice how it started to go towards the buying, but then it curved back downwards for more selling. So that kind of confirms that we're going to get some more selling coming here inside of Bitcoin. Now, if it continues to sell down in Bitcoin, and we're just looking at the 4-hour chart, the next major support we have here on the 4-hour chart is 21.4K. So I think if we pull back to 21.4K, That would be our best case scenario if we pull back even further than that, honestly. Me personally, I think Bitcoin needs to come all the way back down here to about 18K. Like we have a very strong support at 18K. If we hit 18K, we would almost immediately go back up because it's just how much strong support we have. We have heavy demand for Bitcoin at this level, and the green shaded areas are pretty much our supply and demand. So it'll show you whether we have more or less demand, and not even that. Like quote unquote our quote unquote bottom right in Bitcoin was down here at this bottom support. Like this is the quote unquote bottom. Reason why I say quote unquote is because we don't know if it's 100% the bottom yet, but we know that this is where we hit the bottom before we started the rise in Bitcoin. But we don't necessarily know if it's the complete bottom yet. But yeah, if this is the bottom, this would be a very good support for us to go down to. So yeah, I'm really counting on Bitcoin going down a little bit lower. I really do hope Bitcoin can hit 15.5K or 16K in general. Because if we can hit 16K Bitcoin, then that's just a huge buying opportunity for everyone who's bullish with a Bitcoin. So I think a 16K Bitcoin would be in everybody's best interest because we know Bitcoin over time is gonna gain traction over time. We already know, like the Bitcoin halving coming next year, 2024, March 24th. Like, yeah, we're gonna get the Bitcoin halving next year. But remember, a year before the Bitcoin halving is typically when we start to rise up. And next month is March. So that would be exactly a year. March 24th to be exact would be exactly a year for the Bitcoin halving. So I think what is probably going to happen going into March, I really do believe we're going to start selling off here going into March. Right now it's February, but I do believe we're going to start selling off going into March. And that's why I'm trying to emphasize these support levels because these are the support levels that you're going to want to pay attention to and watch if we do go down in March. So I do think there's going to be a pullback in March. Do I think it'll go all the way down to 16K? Probably not. I think we might stop around 20 to 18K. I don't think it'll go all the way down to 16K. It doesn't really need to. And then even when speaking on Baby Doge prices, like even if for Baby Doge, because honestly, if Baby Doge continues to drop, I wouldn't be too opposed to that either. If Baby Doge continues to drop, then I'm going to be buying more and more and more Baby Doge. So we could drop all the way down to 8Z12, 8Z10. I do not care. I will continue to buy Baby Doge no matter how low we're going to continue to go. And especially if we continue to go lower, I will continue to buy Baby Doge. But we can even see over here, like the bottom for Baby Doge was all the way down here at about 8Z8 or 9Z8. And that's not the complete bottom. Obviously, we had way lower areas back here, but we're not even focused on what happened in 2021. We are focused on where we were like before we started the pump. So looking at this, where we were before we hit this pump, that was all the way at 9Z8. So that's really what I'm looking for now. I really want Baby Doge to come back here to 9Z8. I've been tracking Baby Doge for a while, and I would really love for it to go back down to 9Z8. A lot of other people would hate for it to do that, but I would love it because I would like a good opportunity to buy some more Baby Doge. But yeah, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. So yeah, definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. And as always, I'll be back with another video.